So this right here is my 2022 Scatpack Widebody, and for a lot of you guys that's been following the channel, you guys know pretty much everything that's been done to the car and kind of all the videos I've done with the progress of everything I did on the car, everything I installed and all of that, right? But for those of you that may be new, and I get a lot of questions like all the time, either on my Instagram, TikTok, whatever, about, you know, what's this mod, what's that mod, where you get this from, things like that. So in this video, I'm gonna go through every single mod that's on this car, so that way if you got some ideas or want to get some ideas for your car, I got you on that. Let's go ahead and get into the video. YouTube family, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this video. If you are new here, we do a lot of car things, as you can tell by this video here. So if you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We want you around for everything that's going on. You can stay up to date with everything. And for those of you that have already subscribed to the channel, big salute to y'all, but we're not holding you too long. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. You see the title and you see the thumbnail. So this is what we're talking about today. Like I said at the top of the video, I get a lot of questions about what's done to my car, where I got certain things from on my car. And I know a lot of you guys have been following from day one since I got this one. That some of you may or may not know, I had a Challenger before this. Got this car brand new in 2022, ordered and all of that. So I've been taking you along the journey of everything I've done to this car, all my mods, everything like that, and give you my thoughts on it. So in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through everything I got done to this car, where you can get it, and kind of my thoughts so far on everything, so things you could be aware of. We're gonna talk about everything I did on exterior, the interior, and the biggest thing, security, that I have on this car. And as I go through the mods here as well, keep in mind everything that I have on my car, I do have a video for it, which has all the information as far as links to the product and what have you. It has kind of, you know, the full overview of the mod and things like that. I'm going to try to remember to put those links in this video, but it will be a lot of links. But I have a playlist that has all my mods that I've done to this car, all the installations and how-tos and things like that. There's a playlist for all of that. I'll make sure I can drop it in this video as well, or if I forget to do it, just go to my playlist and go to, I think it's mods, installations, and how-tos and whatnot, and that video will show you everything that I've done to this car. I think also my Challenger as well. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the exterior here. We're gonna start with the tint, because you know tint is usually the first thing you do with your car. So I'm gonna give you my tint setup here. My tint setup, I have 15% on my side windows here and on my back windows here. So I'll give you a walk around the 15% tint. And I also, on my front windshield, I have 35% here. So you can see there how it looks with the 35% here. Sunset, so it looks pretty good here. Now, I know a lot of you may be wondering, like, yo, why didn't you just go with 5%? First and foremost, I'm not going to sit here and try to have my 5% tint on this car and try to drive at night. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's, to me, that's too dark. It's darker than what I'm comfortable with, so I won't do that. But I think 15% was a good happy medium to me. And I did 35 on the front. Actually, I lied. I did 45%. It's 45% on the front. I didn't do 35. I did 45% on the front. I didn't want to go too dark on the front, but in my last car, I never tinted my front windshield, and because I never tinted the front windshield, all the light from the side windows here got, you know, well, actually the light from the front windshield came in and made my tint look super light. So that's why I tinted my front windshield. It does help with sunlight and things of that nature, and it does, you know, causes a really good look with the car. You can see here from the front how it looks. You can see through it just a little bit, because you got the sunlight right behind it there, but overall it really looks good. The next thing that we did with the car, I got my brake calipers painted. When I first got the car, it had the regular black ones on here. You can see all the brake dust and stuff on it. See there. So I got those painted. I wanted them to pop a little bit. Didn't want to go anything with too crazy of a color. I wanted to get a color that will kind of just work with the car and work with whatever color scheme that I decide to go with the car here. So you can see here, red paint, red calipers. And what we did as well, you may not be able to see it here, but on there, we still got the SRT decal on there. No, I'm not saying this car is an SRT. It had SRT on the brakes already. So anything that's 2022 up with the big 6-piston Brembos, they have SRT on them, and I want to keep an SRT on there. But one thing we also did with the brake calipers is we with the decal here, this decal is reflective, so if the light hits it just right, it glows. So you may be able to see it here, or you may not be able to see it, but it does pop a little bit. Next thing you can notice on the exterior is the front lip that we got from W2 Body Kits. And to be honest, these front lips pretty much can come from anywhere. A lot of companies make them and sell them. They're pretty much the same no matter what, but this is it was a 4-piece front lip. You can see here, that's piece 1. Then you got the middle section, and you have piece 2 here, with piece 3 over there. There's another section that went right in here, and notice I said went. You can see it's no longer in the car. It went bye-bye. It went bye-bye, which is kind of normal for the 4-piece one. So if you're looking to get a front splitter like this for your car, get the 3-piece, do not get the 4-piece. If you do decide to get the 4-piece, and I put a picture of it when I had it, make sure there's some sort of support for the middle one, because this middle piece right here, you can see this middle piece that goes here only connects to this plastic piece here, and there's not much support for it. So you get on the highway, it's going to break. Like, pretty much guaranteed it's going to break. There's no way around it at all. So, but when it broke, it left it still looking fine. So I've been just rocking the 3-piece one without the extra extension on it. I do have the replacement at the house, but I never bothered with trying to put it back on. But I love the look on it. Makes it look so much more aggressive on the front end. Now, of course, to go with the gloss back front splitter that I got, we're gonna walk around to the back here. You got to go with the diffuser, and I make sure to go with gloss back on that as well. I actually got the diffuser first before I got the front splitter. I mean, this is kind of the standard one. Again, I got this one from Amazon. It came from, I think, Icon Motorsports, which, like I said, pretty much standard run-of-the-mill. They pretty much all the companies make pretty much the same thing. So that's that. I've got the install video for that as well if you need to see how to do that. Relatively easy for the most part, but with mine, for some reason, it didn't line up exactly like it should. It was for a wide body, which I got the right one, but it just was a little bit harder than it needed to be. But definitely makes the back end look much more aggressive by having that. So the next thing you can see here, side markers. I feel like this is kind of the best thing to go with. I got the from Ongzito, I think. Ongzito side markers, front and back here. And let me turn my lights on so you can see how it looks. Here, actually, that's the back. Let me do it like that. Maybe I just turn them on here. That works. There we go. Bam. There we go. Side markers here. They are smoked. And you can see here, 2 lighting strips there. Same on the back, 2 lighting strips on that. Got the install for that as well. At first, I wasn't planning on doing this. When I first got the car, I just tinted them. But the LED makes it look so much cleaner. And not just for this car, but a lot of other cars. Doing the LED makes it look much more cleaner than before. So you can see how that looks here. Definitely something, if you don't plan on doing it, definitely do it. It just makes it look good. I mean, that's self-explanatory. And since we're on the topic of lighting, on the front, I did switch out my bulbs to LED bulbs. And you may be able to hear the fans running on them. So you can see my LED bulbs looks much better with the daytime running lights here. You know, straightforward to do that. If you do get these bulbs or anything, I got these from LED Expert, if I recall, make sure that you get the resistors with them, because if you don't get the resistors or the capacitors or whatever they call it with them, they're going to flicker at random times. Now, I had LED bulbs on my Challenger, and I didn't do the resistors, and it flickered from time to time, but I didn't drive a lot at night, so I never noticed it, and it wasn't bad, but it does flicker if you don't have them. So make sure you get them. No issues with these at all. This was kind of one of the first things I put in the car when I got it, but clean look. Can see it pretty good through the tinted windshield and all that stuff, so we all good. All right, now we're back to the back here. Now on the back here, you can see the wicker bill I got. This is from K&G Motorsports, which I get a lot of questions about when I post a picture of it here. So this wicker bill is kind of like, show you the material here so you can see it, kind of like plastic or something like that, ABS plastic. I'm not exactly sure the material, but you see how it fits on the car and on the side of it there, and on the back it has the extensions here. Now I know a lot of you guys are wondering, does that rub on the paint or anything like that? Now these things right here, they have some padding in here that sits on there, so you can make sure when you install it to make sure it doesn't touch, but sometimes it's kind of hard to do that with all the holes you have to drill for them. But they have some padding on there to kind of protect that, if so. Or if you got to worry about it, you can also put maybe some PPF or something under it just to make sure you're good. But here's how it looks I like the look of this wicker bill because of the fact that, you know, with it being wide body, with the car be looking so big, I think the wicker bill, to me, this one looks pretty good. I get a lot of people asking me about where I got it from. I typically don't see this style wicker bill on a lot of the cars, and a lot of people tend to go with the one with the plexiglass in the middle or whatnot. But when I saw this one, I kind of liked it a good bit. I also will say, if I'm driving in the rain and you are behind me, this wicker bill will throw up has a lot of turbulence with it. So don't drive behind me in the rain at all, because it will spray water all over the place. It does a lot there. But I love the look on it with the wide body. It just really sets it off. Now, one thing as well, with this particular design, with the straight across on the top right here, with it made like that, the one for the Scatpack that they have has a dip in the middle. So if you want one like this was actually made for a Hellcat. I had to reach out to them after I did my order to tell them to adjust it or put the right things right here, right there, to make it work for a Scatpack, because the Hellcat spoiler is different from the Scatpack one, and they made that adjustment for me. And now I'm talking about the wide body Hellcat. The wide body Hellcat spoiler is different from this one, but yeah, I just called them, emailed them, and they made the adjustment and make this one work for a Scatpack. And while we're on the back, I did do some tail light tint on here as well. I just tinted the reverse lights here so we can get rid of that white, and I debadged it right there. I've been going back and forth about just debadging the Charger on the back and maybe doing the B, maybe doing a different B here. I haven't did it yet, been thinking about it, but pretty easy to tint with the kit I use. I use the kit from Lux Tinting. Another thing I did to the car, now this is something that comes with the car, that doesn't come installed on the car, but definitely something you should do if you have a wide body for sure. I installed the rock guards here. At first, I'm not a person that really likes the rock guards or anything like that. I didn't put them on the car, but then I was driving when I first got it, and I think I ran over some dirt or something, and the dirt from this front tire got all down the side of the car, and after that I was like, I gotta put the rock guards on there. So definitely do the rock guards if we do it, especially in the front, because that's definitely needed. If you bought your car brand new, they should be in the trunk of the car if they didn't install them for you, but you definitely make sure you do that. I don't have them in the back just yet. I might end up doing that, but as of right now, the front was definitely the problem area. All right, so let's go ahead and check out a couple things I did in the engine bay here before we get to the interior. So let's go this way. Hear those fans working in my lights. So my engine bay here, a couple things that I've done, not too much honestly. I did just threw a K&N drop-in filter here. I haven't changed to a cold air intake or anything like that. I've been thinking about it, but we'll see if I end up doing that. Next thing, front strut tower brace here. This is from Petty's Garage. This was actually originally purple, plum crazy purple, but I ended up painting it red. I painted it red when I had my Challenger, and red just works with this car, so that's an easy install as well. Next thing, catch can, which is also, I had this catch can on my Challenger. It was silver, but when I got this car, I powder coated it red. Held up pretty good. And you can see here, as far as the hoses, I went with the braided hoses to dress it up a little bit more. I had just the regular rubber hoses before, braided hoses with red fittings on the end. If you do get a catch can or anything like that, then I suggest going with braided hoses to dress it up, make it look better. Now, do catch cans work or anything like that? That's another video. But I mean, I already had it, so I went ahead and just go ahead and put it on the car. And the last thing I did on my engine bay here, nothing big, nothing major, but you notice that yes, I have a Scatpack, but my engine covers here say 392 Hemi. I got these from my friend who had a SRT Jeep. He got rid of it, but he had swapped his out for some custom ones, and I took his regular ones and put these on. Now, yes, they kind of wore a little bit, but I'm thinking about maybe putting an overlay or something, clean that up a little bit. But I love the 392 Hemi on here. It doesn't say SRT. I know the original ones say powered by SRT, but the 392 Hemi to me looks much better, much cleaner, which is kind of a small detail. Like, only people that really notice it, if you know, like with Scatpacks, they only say powered by SRT in the engine bay. But I personally think that these just look better with saying 392 Hemi in there. So that is a lot of the exterior. Let's go ahead and check out the interior here. So let's go inside and see what we're working with here real quick. So interior, the first thing that pops out at you guys, you see that my seats are red and black. Now, a lot of you think of this as the red and black Alcantara and leather, but no, this is actually all leather, red and black. Yes, I don't have the B on the seats. I can get that stitched on, but Custom Interior actually hooked me up with these, and also the back seat as well. Can't see with the car seats, but they're red and black back there too. So these seats are actually covers. They're actually fitted covers for these Scatpack seats here. Installation was a time, but you see everything is leather, all leather. Love how this turned out. Yes, I got the car. I had the cloth seats on it at first. Let me step back a little bit. I had the cloth seats on it at first, but custom interior hooked me up with this. It's an alternative to cat skins, right? So this is a more cost-effective version, alternative to cat skins, and they look good. They've held up pretty well. And the next thing that jumps out at you as well, when you go to the interior here, you can see that this is not a normal leather steering wheel. This is actually an Alcantara steering wheel. This is actually the OEM steering wheel from a Hellcat. You can option it with the Alcantara package or whatnot. So this is what I put in the Scatpack, which I love the feel of the Alcantara. I love the feel of that, and I added a little bit of touch to the top right here with the little stripe. I got some stage tape from Amazon and just added like stripe there, so it makes the wheel look a little different just by adding that simply, right? Love the feel of it. Love how it makes the interior of the car look. And also the last thing on the interior here that we have done, you can see the carbon fiber overlays here. This is from Dyna Performance. I got on the dash here as well. See it all the way over here, and on the vent over there. So Dyna Performance with the dash overlay, carbon fiber dash overlay, I should say. And to tell you guys, this is real carbon fiber in here with epoxy over it. I actually cut a small piece of this off and took the epoxy off. It's real carbon fiber. So this is real carbon fiber. You can see how the light hits it, and you can see the weave pattern there. This is not like a fake pattern or anything like that. That is actually real carbon fiber. So actually a nice touch to it. Not too much carbon fiber in it, just a little bit. Now the thing I get a lot of questions about is my exhaust setup here. So my exhaust setup on this car, I have catless milk pipes up here from I think AWE Power with the O2 Fowler. So I don't have a tune on it, but the O2 Fowlers have been working flawlessly for me. So make sure you get the right O2 Fowlers if you go that route. So I have the catless mid pipes here. I have a full 3-inch MBRP race catback that came on the car. So full 3-inch from front of the car to back of the car. Different X pipe on this car versus the factory. It doesn't have mufflers or resonators. It deletes the active exhaust valves from the car as well. And also you get the 5-inch tips that come with it as well, with the carbon fiber shroud. You can see it say MBRP right there. Now I know you guys thinking like you just got a straight pipe catback exhaust. Well, not technically. I actually went to a exhaust shop to see how much it would cost to do exactly what we got here, and it was going to cost more than what this costs. But I know y'all don't hear me talk. Y'all want to hear how it sounds. So let me give y'all a quick startup now. It won't be a cold start, but I'll give y'all a startup here, and I'll drop some clips after that of some other sound clips of this here. So I'm gonna step back here, let y'all hear how this thing sounds when it cranks up. Get across the parking lot here. Now keep an eye. It's kind of warm, so it's not going to be as loud, but it should do it justice. Still has a really good deep rumble to it, right? Sounds really good. It does have a different sound when compared to other exhaust setups. I got a lot of videos where I'm comparing different exhaust setups, and there is a distinct sound versus doing straight pipe versus doing like a mid muffler leak and things of that nature. So you can hear how it sounds. It's a deep rumble, deep rumble. It's got a small bit of gas smell, nothing too big. I kind of like it. It smells like a race car to me. You can see how it sounds. Yeah, so that's how it sounds there, and I'll drop some like clips of like pulls and stuff like that, so you guys can understand how it sounds under load. Because yeah, I'm not about to go out here and do any pulls or anything like that, right? Alright, so next thing you notice, my car is sitting low. I am sitting on E-box suspension. that's made for e-bike or lowering springs that's made for the wide body. It's not like Sportline or anything like that. If you go to the e-bike website and you look up, you know, springs, lowering springs for a wide body, only one set comes up. I know for the narrow body you have like the sport line or the pro line or whatever it is, but wide bodies you only have one option. So that's what I have on my car. Now, along with the e-box springs here on the back here, I showed you guys like the front strut bar that I have. I also got one in the rear, a BMR. You can see, kind of see it there. BMR rear strut tower brace there, which, you know, helps out. I had it in my Challenger, so, and I still got all my trunk space. I can put a lot of stuff back here in my trunk, and I don't have to worry about losing trunk space with it. So that is kind of, that's the full exhaust setup there. See how low it sits. Let me go around and show y'all and get a close up of the tire. See how it sits, so you can see hit the tire, how low it sits. You see the front there too. I love the stance on it. I know lowering the car is not for everybody. It's for me. I love the look on it. I mean, of course, it's going to change the drivability a little bit. I mean, it's going to make the ride a little bit rougher, but I mean, that comes with the territory when you're changing up the springs and stuff. So, the last thing that I didn't cover yet is the security on the car, right? Security, it's probably, maybe should have been the first thing, but I do have a good bit of security on the car. And this is, if you're getting this car or thinking about getting this car or whatnot, please, please, please get some security for these cars, man. Please get some security. All these miles I showed you on this car, I promise you, they cost way more than the security I got on my car. But I do have security on the car. Walk you through what I got, tell you where I got it from and all of that. So the first thing I'm gonna show y'all here is simple. It's like $25. I got it off Amazon, unlocked my car. I have a kill switch on the car. I have a kill switch. Show y'all here. So I go here. Look, my foot is on the brake. You see my foot's on the brake. We got nothing. We got nothing. So arm it. Lights on here. And I'm good, right? So I do have a remote kill switch right here. This thing has been working really well. I've had it on the car for quite some time. And the thing about the way I have it set up, I still got my remote starter, stuff like that, but this starter button is pretty much, can't do anything with it. Remote kill switch, you can probably wire it different ways. There's a lot of ways you can do it, but that's the way I did mine. So next thing I got in my car is this right here. Pull this back, bam. We have the neutral strap cover. Got this from Destroyer 1320. Like I said, people, when they steal these cars, there's like a variety of different ways that these can be stolen. And it's, I mean, it's a simple thing, simple install to do. And a lot of times, in some cases, you know, thieves will, before they even try to start the car, they'll try to push it away. And this kind of stops that from happening. So like I said, lay up your security, get different things. Like the kill switch stops one thing, neutral plate stops something else. So you got to put them both together. And the other thing that's on the car that you really can't see is the RF hub lockout. So the RF hub lockout is a free security update that is from Dodge. Pretty much what that does is takes the RF hub that controls your locking mechanisms and all that type of stuff, the signal for all that, and does not allow new keys to be programmed to the car. The downside of that is if I lose all my keys, I got to get the whole system replaced, which I'll bite that bullet if I got to, but I'd rather have the option to stop them from cloning keys to this particular car. Free update from Dodge. Just went there to got it done. I did buy myself an extra set of keys, extra key fob, I should say, to be on the safe side in case something happened. I'm usually pretty good about not losing or breaking my keys, but just in case there's something happening, I do have extra keys for my car. But please get that. That is free. I got it done. I went to Dodge. They did it for free. Took maybe 30 minutes or so, depending on how busy they were. Wasn't a big deal at all. Other security got on the car. Go back to the interior here. I have my black view dash cam as I drop my phone. So I have my black view dash cam, and I also have, you can probably see right there, I have a rear. Actually, I should turn y'all around. See right there, I got one in the rear too. Of course, in 4K on the front one and 1080p on the rear one. This dash cam, yeah, it gives you alerts as well. But also if I'm driving and something happens, I can capture on dash cam. A lot of times I'm just driving and some random stuff just happens while I'm minding my business, and I'm just like, that's crazy. But also a security measure as well, right? You can keep an eye on your car at all times. There's different versions. You got a Wi-Fi version, you got one that connects to like cell service and things like that. But definitely get a dash cam. On top of that, people can't drive out here, and it's best to have a dash cam so you can prove like who did what, because people, like I said, cannot drive. They'll say something happened that didn't really happen. So definitely make sure to get that. Now the last thing I want to show you, I'm losing some daylight here. So the last thing I want to show y'all is for security wise, I have car lock. Y'all know I talk about it a lot. I really believe in it. Got several of their accessories here. Let me show you my key fob real quick. I have the car tag here. Let me show y'all that real quick. Car tag, let's see, rates. Oh, I can't see it. Yeah, there we go. The car tag here. So pretty much, I walk away from my car, and it automatically arms the car, right? I can't show you exactly where I have the car lock device itself located. It is hardwired to the car, but I do have some other accessories with car lock as well. I have some door sensors, well, vibration sensors that I have in my door. So if something happens to the car or whatnot, the car lock will go off and say, hey, something's going on. I get the alert to my phone right now. So let me show y'all real quick how that works. So if I go on my phone, I'm gonna set my keys down over here. I think it should be far away. Actually, let me do it like that, and then I'm gonna go into my phone. So if I go on my phone, here, you see it, arm it, and I go to my car and say I'm trying to do nefarious activities, right? And I go to do nefarious activities, I go and hit the car or something like that. There. Oh, there it is, see? Bam. See that there? Passenger door went off. Guess what door I hit? You saw the notification that passenger door went off, and that's the door I hit. So that's how the vibration sensors work. You can put those, let me grab my keys here. You can put those anywhere in the car, but I chose to put them in the doors. I think that's the best way to do them. I have 4 of them, one for each door, and they work pretty well. They work extremely well, so make sure you get that. In fact, if you're getting that part of security, just watch this quick clip real quick, and make sure you follow all the instructions there. Today's video is brought to you by CarLock, the world's best GPS tracking and alert system. With CarLock, you'll be able to get various alerts to monitor your car, such as vehicle movement, vehicle vibrations, engine starting. The unfortunate event that your CarLock gets disconnected, you will get an alert for that too. You can purchase your own CarLock by clicking on the link down below. That will give you a 10% discount on your CarLock purchase, as well as use my code to get a 14-day free trial with CarLock as well. Get you a CarLock, you deserve that peace of mind. Let's get into the video. So that is all the mods I have on my car thus far. I do have plans to do some more stuff, of course. I do want to, right now it's a stock tune and things like that. I do want to do at least a tune or something on it. I do have a cam and headers and catless mid pipes sitting in my basement at the house that I'm dying to get put on. I definitely want to get that done at some point. But yeah, that's what I got here. I want to maybe wrap the hood or something. I don't want to do a full crazy wrap on the car. I just kind of something clean, simple. Just maybe wrap the hood, you know, roof trunk, something simple, something maybe like gloss back, since I got gloss black on the car. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy or anything too wild. That's not me. But yeah, that's the car so far. And that hopefully gave you some ideas of things to look to, things you're looking to do to your car. I mean, there's only but so much you can do to these cars anyway. So that's it. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of car related things on this channel, so make sure you do all that. And you know, so you can stick around for all that we got going on. We will catch you on the next video. We're out. Got it.